Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk about Crowcoin because today we've got a big day. We've got the all important FOMC meeting. Are we going to get that rate cut? If we are, what is that going to be? And obviously, people say the FOMC is always important, but this one is of today the most important, and it's definitely important. And it's also to put on your watch list today as well, because there's going to be a lot of volatility today. But in this video, I want to talk about Crowcoin, a bit about Bitcoin, and also what I think is going to happen today as well. So before I start, give us a like, give subscribe. It's always much appreciated, right? All your support's always much appreciated. So let's have a look at what Crowcoin is doing at the moment, because at the moment we're looking at around about just shy of 5 million in volume, which is quite modest. It's all right. It's not great. I've seen it lower than this, but obviously we are going to get a lot of volatility. And also a lot of people are going to be holding off as well today because of obviously to see which direction we're going to go. We're still sitting at around about $2.389 billion in fully diluted market cap as well. So at the moment, everything is just pretty much stagnant, really. Not really doing much movement at all. As like I said, we're all waiting to see what happens today. And yeah, if you leverage trading, I certainly would not be leverage trading at all today because you can get those wicks to the upside and downside. So just be careful out there. But yeah, for Crowcoin on the chart, looking at the daily, as previous video, should I say, that we've just been on that downtrend, lower lows, high lows, lower lows, and we've just been downtrending like all the altcoins as well. But like I said to you in the previous video, I really want us to get above this area of resistance at the moment, because what we've created is initially it was support all the way up to about the 27th of August. Then we dropped down and now it's created as resistance. But what I want to see for CRO coin, and it may well change today, is to break this area of a downtrend, break through this area of around about 8.5 cents, make a way up to that 9 cents, break through that area of resistance and get all the way back up to this area, this channel here, which we were also creating it as support and then lost it and then lost this area as well. So that's what I'm looking for today, is looking at getting above this area of resistance and this break this downtrend as well. We can see the money flow is sort of still negative. We have got green dots, we've got the momentum, and we've got the anchor wave here, which is trying to push to the upside. We've got 2 green dots as well, which is all positive. And that, so hopefully we get that news today of the FOMC meeting, and we push to the upside. So we can have a look at the Cronos ecosystem as well, and we're just going to have a look at some of the memes as well. But we've got Mary here, which is sitting at a market cap of around about 6.2 million, and also we've got Core sitting at 26.7 million as well. I am looking to accumulate, definitely Mary. I'm definitely accumulating that, because if we do get a listing on crypto.com, I really do think we're going to make some big moves. But obviously today, I'm not doing anything at this moment in time, because if we do dip down, then obviously altcoins and Bitcoin and everything else is going to dump as well, and it may be a buying opportunity. So I'm holding off at the moment. I do hold quite a lot of Mary. I hold a lot of Crow as well. So I'm looking to accumulate these as well as CRO. But I'm just waiting to see what happens today. But like I said, we've got on here, we've got Nuts, what's been making some nice moves as well. On the 6 hour, only up 1%, just over 1%. But overall, 24 hours, we're up a whopping 35%, so not looking bad at all. Majority is red. We're looking with bits of green here and there. But like I said, for me, I'm just looking out for Mystery and Crow with Knife as well for buying the dip. And so obviously, when those memes start to move again, they're going to move pretty hard. And look, at the end of the day, it's always a big gamble, isn't it? But I always see the meme coins are the ones for me which are going to be, like earlier this year when we saw Pepe, and we saw some other coins as well, like Whiff and such, like making those big gains. And also, I really do think, and they're the ones who are going to make life-changing money, but also they can have a lot of volatility. They can drop down to the side, and they can go to zero as well, quite easily go to zero. So you've always got to be prepared, but they can make you a lot of money as well. And that's why I'm accumulating meme coins outside of the Cronos ecosystem. I'm accumulating more Pepe, Ponky, is one I'm also accumulating, but I'm also like going to accumulate more mystery and crow with knife as well, because once that ecosystem of the Cronos starts making more moves to the upside, which if this bull market carries on and the retail start coming back, it really is going to make some nice impacts on those coins as well. You know, it just takes time because, like I said in the previous video, with the Cronos ecosystem, it is sort of towards the end of the bull market of the previous one of 2022, and we haven't really kicked off on this bull market. And this is going to be the first bull market for the Cronos ecosystem from start to finish. So, you know, we've got a lot of eyes to watch for this. And also what I'm watching as well is if we get any CRO burns come along, buyback and burns or such like, we get some announcement. I think we're going to get a lot of movement in the Cronos ecosystem. Once we know the direction we're going to go in this bull market, I really do think, what if it's to the upside, which I'm really hoping to, because we all want to make a lot of money. We all want to become millionaires as well, you know, and pay and have beautiful houses. But, you know, what I want to see is what happens today. Where do we go from today? If it's up on the way and upwards, then obviously, you know, I'm going to be watching the Cronos ecosystem very carefully as well, because obviously, you know, these are low cap coins. They've got volatility in them and they can make big moves to the upside as well, down to the downside as well. So, yeah, just put that in mind. But I'm DCAing in. Let me know in the comments. Are you DCAing into Merry? Are you DCAing into Core? Are you DCAing into CRO? Let me know in the comments below what you are actually DCAing. It's always good to see what people are going to be DCAing into. And that it gives me an idea as well where maybe I want to buy a bit more into. Maybe Crob as well. That's another one I've been buying into as well. So let's go and see what's actually happening in the markets as well today. Yeah, so as today, we've got the FOMC meeting coming on later this afternoon, this evening, depending where you are in the world. But people are expecting, there's a bit of a divide. We've got economists who are basically saying they're looking at like about that 25 basis point rate cut today. And then also you've got the general traders and such are looking again to a more higher rate cut of 50 basis points. So it's going to be very interested in which way we're going to go. And we can see on the Fed Watch tool where we are as of now. So, you know, looking at 50 basis points is 61% and 39, 25. And like I said, a lot of the economists are looking at the 25 basis point because a lot of economists are saying, well, actually, looking at the economy as of now isn't looking too bad. But obviously, things could change closer into the future. But at the moment, they're not seeing a justification to get to that 50 basis points. But obviously, some people are contradicting that and saying, well, actually, the economy isn't looking great. The debt is climbing, and maybe we need that 50 basis point. And obviously, if we have 50 basis points, that's going to be good in terms for housing in the USA as well, because that's going to bring the interest rates down quite significantly, which has been impacting a lot of people in the United States of America in terms of property buying and, you know, in terms of paying those monthly mortgage rates and that. But obviously, looking at the moment, it's 61 versus 39. So it's going to be very interesting today to see where we go. But what I am watching for is, and you need to watch this as well, is obviously on the meeting when he actually does the talk, the conference, is the way Jerome Powell is talking about the economy, because obviously we get that rate cut decision beforehand, then we get him to do the speech. Where is he going to go on that? Is he going to be a bit of a hawkish tone to it about the economy, which could sink a lot of the stock markets and crypto? But is he going to come out with quite a dovish tone regarding how he thinks the market is going to be going into from now and into the near future? And obviously things can change distant future, but obviously it's going to be very interesting to see his tone. So watch that very carefully. But if you're trading today, leverage trading, I certainly wouldn't advise that at all, because as we know on FOMC meetings, they quite wick to the upside, wick down to the downside. So, you know, a lot of people lose a lot of money. So I wouldn't recommend going out there and trading anything. I'll be sitting on your hands to see and watch and hear what he's saying. As well, like, you know, because obviously it all depends today. Could be more downside, or it could be pumped to the upside, and then we're going on the way up. Because obviously, when rate cuts come, that means then we get more. Obviously, we get more quantitative easing, and that means more money coming into the you know, crypto or coming into the stock market. So, And obviously that's what happened in the 2008 financial crisis and the pandemic. They started cutting rates, and also then the liquidity starts coming in to the markets, and that's why we saw those big moves in the last bull market. So just bear in mind, we've got to watch that very carefully. But like I said, it all comes down to which way they are going to go. But we can see also on the charts as well, we can see Bitcoin has made some big moves. We're at 60,000, just over 60,000. On the 7-day, we're up by 6.4 cents, 2.65%. Ethereum isn't really been doing too well, has that bottom regarding the Bitcoin. But at the moment, a lot of the markets now had that little pump yesterday, now moving sideways, waiting for later on, I guess. Unless we get some sort of somebody releasing some information behind closed doors and we get some big moves. But are we going to get some big moves for Bitcoin and the stock markets prior to the decision? Obviously, if we get that, there's a chance we could come down quite significantly as well. But just to cover Bitcoin very, very quickly, as per my previous video, we've got this beautiful cup and a handle. And a lot of people think that, well, when we have a cup and handle, it's just a slow grind up. No, when the cup and handle generally plays out, you normally find a big movement up to the upside, sort of that kind of movement, really. It can be quite volatile. So this cup and handle's playing out. We've also got now a green dot that's appearing on the anchor wave. This is on the weekly. We've also got the anchor wave moving up to the upside. We've got money flow, which looks like here, you can see right here, is starting to move to the upside. So liquidity is starting to come in as well to the Bitcoin as well. Well, I just want to quickly, before I finish off, just want to quickly cover this as well. Like right now, today, we have the bull moon, basically. That's playing out right today. Is it going to work out, as we can see on previous times? It has worked out, like here, back on the 20th of August, and we made a nice move to the upside, came back down, got a bear moon, and came back down. But on today, we have got a bull moon, which is coming out. So is it going to play out to what we want today? Are we going to make some big moves to the upside? Are we going to get basically stop this choppy sideways action and break to the upside and have a proper bull market? Because, look, at the end of the day, we all want to make a lot of money. We're all going to hopefully become millionaires, and hopefully we play it right, where you can pay your debts off, get a nice house, go on nice holidays, get your car of your dreams, whatever, make lots and lots of money. That's what I'm really, really hoping for. Long term, I am bullish. Short term, anything can happen. We could come down to the downside. But overall, I am bullish. And people say, you're too bullish. Yeah, I am bullish because the market in general has always been going upwards. It's not been coming down. If you zoom out on the monthly, it's just been on the way up, and you have your dips, you have your bear markets. But generally, like with Bitcoin, it's just been all the way up. And just like I said, just zoom out, look on the monthly, and Bitcoin has just been, as its bear markets, but generally, the trend is your friend to the end. And the trend over the month from 2000, it doesn't only go back to 2015. It's just been up only, and that's where we go. And obviously, like I say, we get the dips and then we get back up. So just bear that in mind. Zoom out. Be careful today. A lot of volatility. Pre-warning. Be careful. Take care, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.